institutions and businesses, they have experienced intermittent, actually intensified power outages, especially in the Kampala region, but also in other parts of the country. First and foremost, I want, on behalf of the ministry and the entire family, to say that we acknowledge that power cuts like this cause inconvenience, not just inconvenience, they cause losses, especially to businesses, and they disrupt our plans. So before these current power interruptions came, actually, we made attempts to communicate with the public. UDC issued a number of alerts and notifications for power outages over substantial areas. There were appearances on TV, the newspapers. However, the response that we have received, especially me as the leader of the sector, shows that the communication was not sufficient, and many households, many businesses, many people were caught off guard. And the population was taken largely unaware. And I want to say, on behalf of the sector and on behalf of government, to say that we are sorry about that. We apologize for that. It seems our communication was not sufficient to reach you. And we are praying that today you will hear us, and we work together moving forward. We are with you, we are with the population, and we are hearing you. So I want to explain some of the areas, to actually outline some of the areas that have been affected by these enhanced or intensified outages over the past 3 weeks. We have 3 main areas around Kampala, along the Kampala North Namangwe transmission line, covering areas of Chambogo University, Kabaka's Palace, parts of Mutinda, industrial area, Kisasi, Kulaviro, Ororo, Old Chira Road, among many other parts of that region. We also have areas along the Kampala North Mutundwe transmission line, covering Kampala, covering Kawepe, Kavule, Makerere, Nafravye, Namungona, Kasuri, Naweru, Saporo, Kagwa, and the neighboring areas. There are also other parts of the country that have suffered these outages, including outside Kampala, including Mbale sub-region had about 2 days of outage, and areas of Kakumiro, and some other areas around Mbarara. So on behalf of the ministry, I want to take this opportunity now to explain to the nation, because there have been so many theories that we have seen why we are having power outages. I want to explain to the nation why, but I also want to give a promise when this is going to stop. And lastly, the request for your patience, your cooperation, and your understanding, because this is for the good of the nation. Whatever we're experiencing today, the challenge in power, is resulting from actually a good work. It's resulting from work that we are doing to make sure that we stabilize power and also meet the demand. So there is ongoing upgrading, rehabilitation work on our power infrastructure. We have been working both on the transmission lines and the distribution infrastructure, which is required to deliver electricity safely and in a stable manner to you. So let me explain a bit more on what is necessary. As we all know, especially our city has grown really, really fast, and our population has increased fast. So this has put a stretch on the electricity demand and on the infrastructure. This growth is reflected in our industrial activity. We have many more industrial work, industrial activities, many more businesses that require heavier electricity, and many more households that need and demand connections. Government has put up many institutions, private sector has put up many institutions, and so this has raised the demand on the infrastructure that we have. Well, this is very, very positive for the economy, and we don't want in any way to say slow down. We want you to continue investing. We want people to continue investing, and the government is also continuing to invest. It has placed a stretch on our infrastructure. Sections of our electricity supply network now require that we upgrade, that we strengthen it, so that we are able to meet this demand. When you stretch the electricity line and the supply, what happens, like anything which is overstretched, it begins to malfunction. So the power became unstable and sometimes dim, especially at peak hours when we need it used, when most of us are back home. To date, UDCL, which is a distribution company, serves up to 2.7 million customers. And I can tell you we hadn't planned for that number. Well, the overall electricity access continues to grow across the nation. Right now we are at 62%. 62% of the households are accessing power. And it is really, really our desire that we grow that rapidly. And since January this year, we have been able to connect 76,000 customers. Despite the massive problems that we are raising about connection, we've connected 76,000, and at the same time, we have about 500,000 customers who have applied to be connected. UDCL is ready to clear this backlog now within the next 6 months.